We
Oh, that's all I got.
Knicks fans, yo, we coming hard.
time for this real taller high. Been going live on a televised, the orange blue skies. We on that Friday night Knicks with our Knicks constituents, lift the ultra trip. That's that Knicks orange and blue. I thought you knew it's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. We stand on business. This real talk brand, you know we in this. We in the streets of Manhattan, people in the action, getting the people reacting, leading up to Knicks and he's getting it cracked. Cause it's game time. We in the world most famous. We seen the Knicks lock your team up. I be struggling just like a subpoena. You know the Knicks fan. We feeling real giddy and litty. New York City gritty committed to beat the city by 50. Well, I'm about to get me a nice cipher with a smart quarter on ice. For a few bucks in the quarter to pay the order with my smart device. We got them getting it popping in the Apple Watch. Let the home, let the popping stopping on the Apple Watch. It's Knicks Real Talk. The team streaming on YouTube.com. We got two dudes doing good moves spot on, dropping the bomb from the cop. We got a spot dropping some of the hottest Knicks content that's up in your head. Enough said, you know, upstairs leaving the guard after they done got their bag. Go like a cab to fly back to the triad, no jet lag.
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We Yo, what's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good? We are in the building for the pregame show. Divine, Shy Powers, salute to everybody. Knicks and Washington Wizards down here in MSG tonight. Pregame number 2, man. Preseason joint, man. So they about to get it popping there today. We're going to get into all that good stuff today, man. Break everything down on itinerary, what's on tap, everything. Before I get you further, we bring my partner in crime in the building. Shy Powers, what's good, my brother?
Let me take my spectacles off. I forgot I had these on.
Why do I wear them?
Salute to you, Divine. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's get it. I forgot I had my spectacles on.
G-Man 78, big task at hand. Andrew, Daniel Barreri, sports in the building, man. We in here, man. Like I said, Knicks Washington with us today, man. Good to be back on with everybody. Hope everybody had a good day today. Had a good week so far, man. You're still out there doing your thing. But yeah, man, Knicks basketball officially back in preseason mode after the game the other night in Charlotte. We get into that with our thoughts of that game as well and what happened in Charlotte the other night. First time we get to see Cat and then start a line that we look like it's going to be out there on a regular basis. Seeing some good things, man. It's preseason, so we can't expect too much. You got to shake the rust off, get the cobwebs off of you and everything like that. So you can't really expect too much going on just for everybody to kind of get comfortable, get acclimated with each other, and try to learn each other's tendency for the ones who haven't played with each other before. So overall, man, you know, the bench mob was doing their thing. We get into that as well. The bench looked pretty decent. I just seen a lot of good things, man, and some things, you know, obviously we got to shake off the rust and all that shot power. But for the most part, you know, it was a good little start to the season, man. So we here officially now that we just got to get into it and get down. So, you know, it's going to be a pretty interesting season out here. Knicks got a good, solid team, got a lot of good, solid players, and we expect them to do some big things in New York this year, man. Like right along with all the baseball teams and the basketball ladies. So, you know, New York is buzzing. So hopefully the Knicks can continue that trend when the season gets starting the 82 game joint. And they can go out there and make some noise in the Eastern Conference this year, man. Get back to where they were last year and further. But other than that, Shop, how was good, man? Holla at your boy.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, we was back and forth chatting about the game going on and stuff like that. And we said some things to each other about how the team is looking. And like you said, the rest, they have to knock that off. I don't expect to see OG missing dunks or getting blocked as much as he was, or falling on the floor as much as he was. You know, but overall, you know, Cat came out firing, you know what I mean, because he hasn't played and he playing on the Knicks, and the Knicks was giving him the ball a lot. And another thing I noticed was Cat is a pretty decent passer. At least he tries to pass. You know what I mean? He tries to pass the basketball. And once he get inclined with these guys passing that basketball, he made a couple of passes to Josh Hart on the cut when he had it back low and he was cutting, and he passed it to him. They him and OG, and they didn't finish. It was a couple of passes they had. And I see that could be something real positive for what the Knicks gonna come out to do this year. So high hopes for the Divines for the bench.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, high hopes for the bench. I mean, they came out and really quiet the quiet storm that everybody was talking about. Oh, we ain't got nobody on the bench. The bench. Yeah, it was a preseason game, and we see some guys that really stepped up, i.e. Deuce McBride, i.e. Sherman. And I don't know why everybody is downplaying what Jericho Sims did, but what he had, 8 points and 10 rebounds and you know what I mean? In how many minutes? 18 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty good. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. 10 rebounds. I don't know how many offensive, but I'm pretty sure it was about at least out of the 10, he probably had 3 offensive rebounds, and he did 2 passes and a hook shot that I pretty like. So and he up fake. He did something I haven't seen him do all last year, is get the ball and throw his head up like that, let the man go up in the air and get the contact. He didn't make the air one, but I didn't see him do that last year. You seen him do that last year, Divine? I don't know.
Much, not that I can remember. As OG, we get over. We can't remember what happened yesterday.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah, but he did look promising, man. He looked pretty good. I could say he really went out there, and Tibbs always threw him out there in situations like this. And whenever one of the big men went down, Jericho Sims always got that start. Then they always got the start. So Tibbs kind of sticking to his gun, but he looked good though from a rebounding standpoint. Just got to work still. It's like I said, it's so hard to judge. He got off of one game. It's just preseason, the first game. But I'm liking what I'm seeing from the guy, Kolick, all these guys. But we're gonna get into all that, break down a lot of this stuff, man, because the Knicks got a pretty deep team there, man. And I like the way they can shuffle these guys up together. Like they just can mix and match so well. And I think I'll be speaking about that in the previous show. They just got so much versatility that they can go either way. Tibbs is never going to be at a loss for a position. And, guys like Payne and Kolick impressed me. Payne know how to run a game. He know how to manage a team. That's good. But Kolick going to be special, though. I think he's going to be special. So, today, and Deuce McBride, what can I say? He did what he had to do. Overall, I like the way Cat, that boy can shoot that ball. But like you said, his passing always been there, though. I think, that's the thing a lot of people who, because they didn't get to see Cat every day because they weren't Minnesota fans, you know what I mean? They don't really understand how much he, unless you go watch some film on him. But Cat always had that. That's why I said when him and Julius Randle, they got almost that passing type game. But Cat could pass for 7 foot tall, and you in the paint, he throwing that ball over them guard. They can't even see when he passed that ball. And I mean, he's pretty savvy with the ball. So that was good to see. Brunson looked decent. Obviously, Anunoby, he'd get there. All them guys would get there for real. And I think it's going to be pretty impressive to watch the season. But like I said, we just got to get all the kinks and the rust off each other. This is a different plan. What's so interesting to me at the training camp, you had a short training camp, went down to South Carolina. Time you go down to South Carolina, it's time to get ready to start playing preseason. You know what I mean? So these guys still got to work out all this stuff, like I said. But that's a pretty awesome starting 5, though. I mean, Josh Hart in there as well. And one thing I like about with Josh Hart in there, was that he don't demand to score the ball. You know what I mean? He don't need that ball in his hand. So he kind of fits well with them guys because he's not looking to try to, I need to get my points. You know what I mean? He get them at the way he get them, through hustle plays and open threes or fast breaks and everything. So it kind of works out well that he's in there with them. And in this other situation they can use with Deuce McBride or pressure the tour, like you talk about moving Cat down, moving pressures up, or put Deuce McBride in, put Josh Hart to the bench. So that's what I was speaking about earlier with the versatility that this roster has. They can just go so many ways. You know what I mean? They can run 2-point guards, everything, big, small, you name it, in between. So I'm happy about that, man. But I do like what I seen the other day, and we get more in depth into it in a few minutes. But salute to everybody in the chat. Darren was good. Rel was popping. Rel was good, my man. Chop Low, you already know. Supreme System Lord. Andrew, APG, man, everybody. Salute to all you guys, man. Thank y'all for coming in. You know what it is, the pregame, Divine Shot Powers, Knicks Real Talk. Knicks watching with us at the Garden, man. We get into that in a few minutes. But Shot Powers, I'm out. I'm still amped about the season because it's going to be an interesting one. It's a lot of competitive teams out there. A lot of teams in our division got good. A lot of teams in our conference got good. So it's definitely not going to be a cakewalk this year, but I do think that we do have one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference. And we stay relatively healthy without no bearing no major injuries, it's going to be a pretty awesome season, man. I'm so psyched about it. So let's hope that everything go to game plan and Tibbs and keep these guys healthy. He don't have no reason to be playing guys a ton of minutes because he got a lot of depth there. So that's going to be interesting to see. Like the Anunoby, we know how his injury history can be, and Cat to a degree not so much because he only missed under 50 games 2 times in his whole career, and and obviously one of them was the past year he didn't play that much, but I think that had a lot to do with some injury. And then obviously a couple of years ago, like I said, Mom's passed away, COVID down year for him and all that. But I like what I seen on the court for him. He's gonna make that offense so good, man, because it's like, this is not Mitchell Robinson down there on the offense side of the ball. This is Cat, you know what I mean? Shot power. So him having the ability to stretch that floor, pass the ball like that, he's a Hartenstein and some. You know what I mean? And that's what I like about this lineup. And these guys just got to get comfortable and sacrifice a lot. But there's going to be a lot of sacrificing going on because we know the head of the snake is Jalen Brunson and Cat. Them, they're 2 dogs. If Anunoby and Mikal Bridges could feed off them pretty well, should be a pretty successful season for me with these guys. What did you like coming out of that game the other day, as far as the game you was watching against Charlotte?
Yeah, I mean, everybody came out there and played some basketball. Once again, that Deuce McBride, Cole, Champagne, that's the thing that's going down. Everybody's saying that Shamif and Champagne and Deuce was electrifying. You know what I mean? And Tibbs also, if we don't all remember, and I don't know if it was so forced, but he played a smaller lineup of something similar to that last year. You know what I mean? So that's not a bad second unit. You know what I mean? Especially if Payne can come in and continuously knock down those shots if he can stay semi-hot and then turn it up. You know what I mean? Deuce McBride played spectacular basketball, and Payne controlled the paint. And all 3 of those guys that we mentioned all played off the ball. You know what I mean? Every time. Payne sometimes came down was the point. Sometimes Deuce came down and tried to create. The Shamif came down and this was lighting it up. He tried to create. And, as they get more acclimated in the system, everyone talked about Shamif's defense, but I remember Shamif being a pretty okay defender. I don't really remember him being, the numbers don't show it as much, but he did some good plays with the Knicks. It's sometimes, I'm not no basketball guru or nothing like that, but sometimes the team that you play on makes you a better defender. You know what I mean? If you got a couple of guys on there that's playing good D, you want to step up your defense now, and it makes you step into the lane, put your hand out a little bit more, keep your head on a swivel and stuff like that. Put your hands up and stuff like that. Don't go for the okie doke. Don't go for the okie doke. So those things will help him because of the team that he's playing on now. And I think everybody's going to be a better defensive player because of who's on the team with them. I mean, we got, arguably 3 guys that can possibly make defensive players. You know what I mean? We got 3 guys. Deuce McBride may be did you see Deuce McBride going through picks last game? He goes into it, he bumps into the picks, he rolls out of the pick, he get back on you, then he run you around, then he make you pass the ball. Man, he's a defensive monster, man. And once OG and Mikal, put some more oil in them joints and stuff like that, and get out of that being the 10-man, and they start playing some basketball and get a little limber, it's gonna be a great year, man. And everyone talks about Cat not being a real defender. He plays some good defense. The one thing that I noticed in that game the other day was the one thing that made me look at them and said that's something that they need to fix is, and this is one of the reasons why I want Precious Achiuwa to start, is their rebounding. You know what I mean? They didn't look as strong as, as if, Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson were on the court as they combined to rebound, as Mitch boxes out 3-4 plays for Julius Randle to come down there and snatch the rebound. I mean, I didn't see as much, but aside from that, these guys, I think this team is going to tick it up more on the offensive tip this year, but I still think that the Knicks can be a top 5 defending team in this league this year.
Yeah, fact. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Nostalgic. What's poppin', my man? Nostalgic in the building. My standing man. Stan, what's good, my man? You already know. Appreciate you always, my brother. G-Man, 78, everybody. I make sure y'all hit that button, man. run it up for your boys, man. Let's just get it popping right quick. Yeah, give me some like and subscribe, love, and Knicks Real Talk. Me and Shaw Powers, we in here, man. The pregame show, Shaw Powers. For me, here come my take from that game. I seen a lot of good things, man. You know, because like I said, it's not about so much the wins and losses per se. It's really more about, you know, what they're gonna bring into the regular season. The cat thing is pretty huge to me because I like the way he could put the ball on the floor, could shoot the ball from out there. Good passer. I think the rebound. I think he had Anunoby and Hartman to get it together. I'm not too much worried about that. You know what I mean? Like I said, but I do like the way they play off each other. Even Mikal and them, they know they just got to kind of find a way when Jalen Brunson get that ball up or whoever get the ball up to one of them guys, just get and do your thing. Anunoby sitting there in that three on that left side. Mikal might be on the right side. I mean, Cat right there. I mean, it's just like so many different scenarios what they could do to score offense. I think the Knicks will be a top 5 offense team. Me personally, I think in the NBA this year because they just got it right there. You know, and that bench continue doing what they're doing with the way they showed the other day. I just think they gonna be pretty special. I like the. Don't get me wrong. Much as I love Kolek, you know, but the campaign. It looks like campaign Deuce and Shannon. You know what I mean? Small ball threes, and then obviously you're gonna throw Pressure Chew in there right now, and the next person, or vice versa. So it's gonna be interesting. It really is to see how Ted navigate this thing through the course of the season because he got a lot of things he could do, a lot of switches he could do, a lot of different scenarios that's gonna make this team pretty electrifying to me. So, you know. They got to get the rust off. Anunoby got to get the rust off. Obviously, all of them got to get the rust off. Like, they didn't have dynamic games. Nobody did. But to me, it was really more about the bench guys. And I think they did what I was surprised Tibbs even played them that long. You know what I mean? But he did, though. I guess he got to let them get acclimated for the season start. But he played the starters some decent minutes, at least almost half the game. And then, you know, them guys came in there and, you know, KK and Toppin and Kolek. Kolek looked damn good. I mean, that guy's gonna be something else too. So maybe, ladies and gentlemen, this is real talk. This might be Kolek's year to just be if he's in the rotation, that's fine. If he's not, that's fine. Because you know why? If they feel like they want to go the campaign route for this year because they know his contract is up next year, then I think Kolek is the future backup point guard for the Knicks. I just think that this cat game is that savvy. Offense-wise, not scared to play defense. You know, he block a shot, go down court on a fast break. My man campaign kick it to him. He knocks a three down in the corner. He's running off the screens. I love his vision. His vision is second to none to me. He's got to be the best passer that the Knicks had from a court vision standpoint in a long time. I mean, I can't recall somebody in the last so many years who could pass the ball like Kolek can. And I know it's a small sample size, don't get me wrong, but just knowing that that's what he could do. I haven't seen nobody in the Knicks uniform over the years that could do what he do with a basketball for the passing ability. He could break down defense at any time. He know where seems like he know where everybody is on the floor. Shop. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. He know where everybody is, man, and that's impressive to have. So I think that was one of my biggest takes was his game. Like I said, Pressure Chua looked good. He looked pretty decent, you know, and Shaman looked awesome, you know, so I think he getting the spot, you know, and I could really literally see him getting in the rotation. I could see Shaman.
Yeah, no question. Yep. That remember what we said when we talked about the 9/10 man rotation. We just seen it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what? And he looked good. Salute to my man Nick GM. Salute to you, my brother. But yeah, he KK looked good too. But yeah, Shaman, and you know that's why we would talk. Me and you talk behind the scenes. Why I thought about Deuce in the starting lineup, so they can give Campaign and Shaman that opportunity running that backcourt together, which they did in Phoenix. You know, they familiar.
Right.
Yeah, they ran that. Them two ran the Phoenix as backup guys. So the familiarity is one thing. The continuity is another. Shaman looked like he really wanted to win him a ring, so he was really putting it all out there, and that's good to see. And I think you're right, nostalgic. I think Shaman is the second guard off the bench. I think he's the backup too. But here's another thing. And that's what I love about Deuce McBride, because though he's a 1-2 guard, his wingspan is good enough to play threes. Like Deuce McBride literally can guard threes because he's that good defensively. So even if you got Campaign, Shaman, Deuce McBride, who pressures Achua, and then who you take it from there, the center situation, or so it's not bad. You know what I mean? But if you put Deuce and Bride in the starting lineup and then move Josh Hart to the 3, you might be able to give Colin some minutes this year because we got a ton of guards. You know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting to see how, like I said, Tid navigate through this thing, ladies and gentlemen. Peace of law, peace of the God, Allah wide. Salute, my man. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Everything for real. But I'm excited about this thing, man. I know it ain't going to be no cakewalk this season because a lot of teams got good, but I like what I seen in the Hornets game. We just got to tighten up a little things here. But like I said, the first game of the season, you're not going to be at your best. So they might be better tonight. And then in the game after that, they might get a little better. You know what I mean? So by the time the 22nd come around in a couple of weeks, when we play Boston our opening night, I think they should be ready to go, man. I think they had the celebrity thing yesterday. I didn't get to see too much of it. I seen it on X, the celebrity thing where they was in the Madison Square Garden and introduced all the players, Cat and everything, got a standing ovation, all that thing. And that's good to see. Real quick before I went off of Nick topic, if anybody in the chat tonight find out what the New York Mets is doing, OMG, throw up the score in there for me. If y'all find out the Mets is winning or losing, whatever the case may be, throw that up in there for me if y'all don't mind. I appreciate that. But yeah, man, Shot Pod, I'm looking forward to this thing, man. So let's get it popping, man. Get this season started, get this game going. But like I said, from the last game, I'm happy with what I've seen. You want to say out of 100%, I take 80% for me on a positive yesterday. And then that's right, Darren. Yankees as well, my man. I ain't forgetting you. I'm just a Met fan, so that's why I'm more intrigued. But Yankees as well. Anything on the East Coast rock the most, man. Especially New York City sports. Liberty going to the final. Mets, Yankees popping, like I said. All this stuff is good. Giants win a game. Daniel Jones looked decent. Everybody. East Blue, what's good, my man? Salute. So
it's 1-0, top of the 5th.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Stanley, man.
Philly up 1, top of the 5th.
Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, hopefully they can close.
Oh, there you go.
Yep. Yeah, I would love to see that Subway Series. though, for real. That, you ain't kidding. That would be crazy. But yeah, man. Other than that, man, let's get it. Let's see what's on tap tonight, man. We get right back at it. Then we get some more conversation in there. It's Knicks Real Talk. It's Divine. It's the chat. It's everybody, man. Salute to y'all, Knicks of Washington in the world most famous arena tonight, man. Let's see what's on tap. We get back at it, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, salute. We back in the building, man. Salute everybody. Like I said, man, that's a projector starter lineups as of earlier today. Could change. Injury report show only Mitchell Robinson was out. That could change for them guys as well. So who knows? On the situation with Moses Brown. Moses Brown got an Exhibit 10 deal. Most likely he wind up in the G League. Yeah, but let me tell you something about Moses Brown. To me, man, he's a good rebounder. He's a good rebounder, dude, plays defense, our Bishop Malloy type young brother, man. Has stints around a certain amount of teams in the NBA. He haven't landed where he wanted to. But I think it's a good look. Knicks bringing him in here, man. I really do, because Moses Brown can rebound like no other. I mean, the kid he got a little game to him and everything like that. And obviously, Bo, he didn't stay long. They signed him as Exhibit 10 yesterday. Then obviously they let him go today because they signed Moses Brown. Why they bring them in, they need to stack their farm system up, because let's say if Mitchell Robinson don't come back next year after the year, I'm not talking about trading. Let's say we play out this year for the Knicks, next thing you know, he got a spiral deal next year. If guys like him, Haka Purdy, or whoever the case may be, are they going to be ready to come up here and be a backup to Cat or somebody like that? Because I was talking to Shaw Powers. This is no speculation, nothing. But y'all remember 2 months ago, Mr. Robinson bought a house in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm like, why Mitch moving to Tennessee? And then now we hear the noise about Marcus Smart, which is Memphis, Tennessee, the Memphis Grizzlies. And, you know, it's like, did Mitch hear something in the background? I'm just not saying this is true. I don't even know. I'm not even trying to say I know anything. I'm just trying to put some pieces of the puzzle together. And I was talking to Shop Powell. I was like, well, why would Mitch buy a house in Tennessee? Now we hear about the Knicks talk about Marcus Smart, you know, and blah, blah, blah. So did he hear anything a couple of months ago that he might have heard something? Who knows? I'm just saying. So if it's not the case, it's just a scenario like that. But if they make that move, it's just interesting to me why they would bring Marcus Smart in, which I don't got a problem with. But you know, and I started to say Bruce Brown as well. So, you know, I just wanted to put that out there right quick because it was kind of funny when I heard that noise. But let's see, he might play tonight. Moses Brown might play tonight. You never know. APAP is going to be on the opening night. It'll be opening night, new intro, everything. I'm just saving it for the new season. So on the open night, you hear the first new drop of the new intro, man. And I think we just got me and Shaw got to do some more work around it. We got to do some video editing, and we got to do some things. Me and Shaw gonna have this one popping, so y'all just look out for it. It should be fun. But yeah, Shaw Howard. So you know, them Exhibit 10 guys, they waived Damian Bowd and O'Connell. I think they all go back to the G League as well. But the Bruce Brown thing is interesting to me. I want to see how if he get in the game, the next couple of games, to see what's going on with it.
Yeah, you know, my biggest thing is you know, we all summer we've been talking about centers that we wanted to acquire for the Knicks, or the Knicks were looking to acquire. We played one last game in the Hornets, and tonight we're playing another one in Valachunas that we were, you know, the chatter was about. So it's funny that, you know, the Knicks got what is it when you come on stage, opening night or whatever it is, they had their showing on the court. Richards played well the last game, and let's see what Valachunas. These are some of the guys that we were looking to acquire to fill up the roster. So, you know, two guys that he played pretty good. He played pretty good. I was gonna say Nick Richards. He played pretty good the last game, and we get to play Valachunas tonight, so see what happens. You know, pretty much that's my 2 cents about. We get to see opening editions, not editions, or auditions. You know what I mean? And these guys are out there trying to show off their stuff to the Knicks, being on other teams, because we won't be able to acquire either one of those guys to trade deadline.
Yeah, fact. Yeah, but a nostalgic. I think you will see that sometime in the course of the season, moving Cat to the 4. I think you will see that. I have no doubt in my mind they're going to do something where eventually, where depending on the matchup too, they might go up against a team like, you know, they got 2 big guys up there. Then they might bring in a Chua or Sim with Cat, or Mitchell Robinson and Cat. I know when Mitch come back, they'll do it. They'll set up the 4 or 5 with Cat and Mitch, especially if you playing somebody like Cleveland Cavaliers with Jared Allen and Mobley, or whoever got them 2 twin guys up there in some of these teams. So you could probably see that as well, man. So I like I said, this team is real versatile, and they got a lot of stuff going on. You know, they can do a lot of things. They can maneuver in a lot of ways. So I'm really interested to see how Tiz shake and move with this roster, because he got a lot going on there, man. I'm gonna literally, ain't too much he can't do with that team. You want an all defense team? Sit Brunson down for a minute with Deuce McBride, Josh Hart, all 4 of them guys with Anunoby and Mitchell Robinson. If you need a defense stop, if you need offense, then you put in all your offense player, because he can do that. You know what I mean? I think this is how versatile this team is. So I'm hoping to see how it translates into the regular season. But it's gonna be fun, man. I ain't no doubt in my mind it's gonna be popping up in New York this year, man. Let's hope the Knicks can take it where we want to go. So, you know, we'll take it from there. But yeah, other than that, Shot Power, this is one of the games tonight. We're gonna look at tonight and just see what they're gonna do. See what you know, what did they learn from the other game, the past game, against the Charlotte Hornets, what they're going to bring into this game. I think you see a little bit more active Anunoby tonight. I think Mikal Bridges will be a little bit more active tonight. You know what I mean? These cats just got to get their feet sweat. They feet wet. You know what I mean? And even though Anunoby played here last year, but now he lost more time than he played because of the situation and the injury in the playoffs and all that. And obviously Mikal Bridges, he got to get acclimated to what Tibbs doing from a coaching standpoint. So And even my man Cat too, Shop Howard. Cat know a little bit of it, but that was years ago. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be interesting to see how it works out tonight. I think you'll see a little bit more different energy tonight. I think they get at it a little bit more, and I think the next game after that, they get at it as well. So then obviously they got Julius Randle and them coming here in another week or something, whatever, Sunday or something like that. So I liked it. I liked it what Simmons did the other day. Shop Howard, as GM got that text up there. I think he rebounded well. I want to see him get a little bit more aggressive on the shot blocking side of things and all that. But from a rebounding standpoint, the physicality, Gerald Simmons was pretty good to me the other day, man. Like I said, for the first game of a preseason, I think he did pretty good, man. But that's my take from what I've seen over the last day. Let's see how it goes today, man. What you looking for in the game tonight?
Just a little bit more crispness after the last preseason game. I'm pretty sure that they played a couple of games. You know what I mean? They did a couple of scrimmages and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure that they'll be a little more fine-tuned than they were the last game. You'll probably see a little bit more of the movement and the execution more of this game. You'll see them play with a little bit more intensity, I think, this game. And this is a team. This team is bound to be one of the top bottom 10 teams in the league this year. Perspective, but I think they're going to go out there and play basketball. You know what I mean? And once again, I'm looking to see Champagne and Deuce wreck that second unit up.
Mm-hmm. Fact. You know what's interesting to me, and you're right, Fabian. My man Todd gets I'm giving him the business a little bit though. That's what I said. There's certain things he got to brush up on the defense side of the ball. He got the physicality, but that was a veteran like Todd Gibson saying, I know your game. I was on the team with you. I know what you do. You know what I mean? But Todd just showed a little bit of the OG stuff in him. And like I said, experience is the best teacher sometimes. And Todd was teaching the boys something. You know what I mean? But like I said, I didn't expect too much from none of these guys, man. It's a preseason game. I guarantee it won't look nothing like they've seen, from a whole when the next couple of games. It's preseason. They just got to learn how to get it together and everything like that. But this roster is decent. We got enough. Like, listen, much I love Sim, much I love Pressure to it, much I love a lot of these guys. That don't mean they'll be around in December. I'm just saying, it can happen. Not that we want it to happen, but other than probably Victor Wembanyama, probably anybody could get traded. That, you know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes, man. I think overall, I've seen a lot of positive, a few negatives, but I've seen more positive than negative. More pros and cons in that game the other day. For a first game of preseason against somebody else other than the guy you playing with on your own team in practice. So I seen a lot of good things. I seen what Brunson can do. And I did see that much. I see what them cats can do. I like that second unit. And they got some depth there. Let's not sleep on these Knicks, man. They got a good depth going on in there, man. So. But some guys gonna be disappointed. I like much as I like Campaigner, but damn, Tyler Kolek though, bro. You talking about somebody and Campaign can run the offense too. He's an experienced guy. I mean, he's been in the playoff battle. I get all that, but my man Kolek gonna be nice. I mean, he gonna be. Who's the last cat we had? I'm trying to think that probably had a vision like him on the Knicks. That's what I'm trying to think.
Mark Jackson.
right.
I ain't seen nobody passing the ball, and I seen him do 3 passes last game that I was like, "Ooh, that's a good pass."
Yeah, facts.
Precious cut to the basket hard. He went with Precious to the thing, and he off the dribble, the ball came up. He caught it in his hand, and he threw it over.
That boy nice.
Precious caught the ball and laid the ball up. I was like, "Ooh, that's a good pass. That was a good pass."
That's why
he did. Yeah, he did that a couple of times last game, but that was one of the big ones right there.
Mm-hmm. That's what's so interesting to me, man. I'll tell you why. Because he could make Shamet and them lethal. You know what I'm saying? That dude, see, Deuce McBride, he's not a quintessential point guard. He's a combo guard. Cameron Payne is a point guard. See, I can see why the Knicks would start Cameron Payne. But, man, Kolek got the goods, though, bro. I mean, his court vision is bananas, man. So, I hope he stay hungry the way he is and know that, the Knicks signed him for a reason. They gave him money for a reason. You know what I mean? No two-way, they gave him a full contract. And let's hope that this cat can really get out there and find his way in somewhere in that rotation, because I think And when you get to certain points of the game where you need a guy who can facilitate, pass first, shoot second, he's that guy. You know what I mean? And with guys like Shaman and Deuce McBride who can knock down the threes, and campaign too, the way they can knock down the three ball, it'll be interesting to see what they do with this guy. I hope he get on there, man. He just keep fighting because I like his game. That's all I really can say. He got what we didn't have a while, just a true point guard and somebody who can back up Brunson and give you some quality minutes and be successful there. And he's not. What I do also like about he got heart though. He got some dog in him. He ain't no slouch. He got dog in him. So
he got a little bigger too. He looked. I don't know if it was just me, but he looked a little bit bigger that last game. Maybe it was the lights in that arena because on my TV it looked so dark. Maybe the shadows was casting him at like 6'5" or something like that. But he looked a little more shoulders, a little bit more determined. He smiled. He wasn't cracking no jokes, and he had that determined face. Get over, move over. Da 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 da. I take this shot. I take this shot.
Right.
You know, he was determined about his joints.
Yeah, he was clicking though, man. And I just think that cat got something with him. Let's hope that he gonna be the Knicks backup point guard for a while. I can see that already. Like I said, I love to see guys that's young like that get out there and go into these black op runs, going to these things like I'm going to play against the real dude. You know what I mean? And the cat did 4 years of college. That's a plus. So he got all the fundamentals down. I think the Knicks he's gonna be a sleeper, not from us, from the Knicks fans. I think from the NBA standpoint. When Tyler Coley played in the NBA game, they not gonna know. They haven't seen him play before. They never played against him. So Shy Powell thought he gonna be able to get a lot of dudes by surprise. You know what I mean? We're like, oh, I never played against the dude. I know he was in college, but so when he started busting some of these boys up, they're gonna have to say, okay, we're gonna have to start checking the dude. By then, he got his game off. So, like I said, I think it's gonna be fun, man. Real talk. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. West Coast Knicks was good, my man. Cam from the kickback, Danny Lands, everybody. Salute to the family, man. Knicks in the building tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Watching with us. Another about a half hour. Preseason game number 2. Let's see what our boys do. Let's see if they can go out there and like I said, not so much a wins or loss thing. Let's see what they gained from the last game. I don't care if they go 0-4 in preseason. Don't matter to me. Did you get better with getting yourself ready for the record when it really counts? You know what I mean? So get all the kinks and all that out your armor. Work on your game during the preseason, and then when the time comes, when we throw that ball up in Boston on 22nd, they got to be ready. And I think that's what it boils down to. Hey, Danny Land, Moses Brown is obviously from New York. Archbishop Malloy, been in the league for maybe like 4 or 5 years. 2019, a little bit of a journeyman. 2019 journeyman, good rebounder, Danny, good defender. Just haven't stuck yet, but I think he will be going down to the G League. But I like Moses Brown, man. I hope a New York kid. I hope he can get it. Sometimes you finally take some longer for people to get to where they got to go. A la Deuce McBride, a la Jericho Sim, but he might be in that same situation. 4 or 5 years in the league now, he might get a chance to come here to New York, go down to the G League, keep working on what he do, familiar with the New York tri-state area, and next thing you know, man, next year you never know. He might make the roster. They might give him a 2-way and take one of them. I think Sean Powers mentioned this to me. You probably take one of our G League guys, not G League, one of our 2-way guys we got now. Maybe could be topping. Give him a standard contract and then sign Moses Brown to a 2-way deal. And that way, I think Shaw Powell was saying that you'd be able to get Shamit in another, let's say, Jacob Toppin, you won't be in that second apron.
I think we got around $3.6 million left. Okay. You sign Shamit to $2 million. You bring up that G League contract. I think it averages out to about 1.4, 1.5 million. Still have a couple of 100,000 under that second apron.
Mm-hmm. Yep, fact. I think GM, unless he got, let me just Nick 100, unless he got waived a few minutes ago. Now they waived Bo Bowie today. They signed Bo Bowie yesterday. They signed Moses Brown. Then they let Bo Bowie go today, unless they just let my man go that fast already. Nick 100. So double check that and make sure you on. I make sure I'm on. But from what I read not too long ago, Bo Bowie, who they signed yesterday, they let him go so they could sign Moses Brown. They was way Moses Brown already. Then that's crazy. They decided earlier. So, but just inform you just in case it might not.
Yeah, if he's still in, I haven't seen anything recent. I haven't seen nothing on under the chats, but one of the major reasons why the Knicks brung him in, and this is what all us Knicks fans saying, why they keep signing all these guys? Why do you need to sign all these guys? If he's still on the team, he is here to help out playing against our bigs to make us a little bit more stronger. To play up against Cat, to play up against Hulkapody, to play up against Sims. And I mean, to put some pressure on them in practices and stuff like that. You know, real-time basketball players, stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? But you know, I don't know. I haven't heard that he got waived, but you know, we'll see. I saw early he got waived. He got waived already? Oh, let me check him.
Oh, yeah, we'll find out.
You talking about Brown or you talking about Bold dude? Nick 100.
Yeah.
Brown been with the Knicks. Yeah, he was with the Knicks before. He already got waived, Nick 100. I saw early he got waived already. Be right back. Oh, you gonna go check? I'm gonna check too.
Okay. Yeah. I think you know, here's another thing too, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta remember, all these centers for a reason. It might not happen this summer, but I don't think the New York Knicks and Mitchell Robinson is gonna end up with that contract played out. I just don't think it's gonna happen. So I mean, it's good to get these young guys in here now and let them get shaped and molded in a Knick type of system. So like even guys like Hulkapody, even guys like Brown or whoever, you get them in here in the G League and let them learn New York Knicks basketball for a year or whatever. So next year, whether Sims won't be back because he on the last year, his 2 years, his contract. Sims is, Mitchell Robinson will be on expiring next year. These guys might not be around. So, you know, you might got to get a guy like these guys for $1 million, $2 million, whatever. Cat gonna be making his money. You know what I mean? So obviously you're not going to want to send him making 10, 13, 14, 15 million, knowing that Cat got, you know, his salary and Mikal Bridges' salary going to kick in next year when he re-up. So I think they might be just surveying the landscape to get some of these good young products, let them learn how the Knicks get down. By next year, if we don't be able to do too much, one of these guys will be ready, or two of these guys will be ready, you know, so forth and so on. Because if Precious Achiuwa contract ends this year, with Precious Achiuwa and Mitchell Robinson, that's $20 million. Then you add in Jericho Sims, that's $22 million. You add in whoever you add in Campaign, that's $25 million. You add in Landry Shamet, that probably be like $28 million. So what I'm saying is all these aspiring things the Knicks got going on, I can see that money going to Mikal Bridges. And that's when you got these guys that they bring in here, these young centers, to get them ready on these cheap deals because they got their center spot locked up with Cat for 4 years. You know, at least that's my thought process, ladies and gentlemen. Not saying that's the case, but that's the way I'm looking at it. Like, Mitchell Robinson is not going to end his career with the Knicks. And the reason why I say that, and I think me and Shot Power touched on this a while ago, they didn't get signed by this regime. And I got a feeling that's why they put Mitchell Robinson and Randall in the Cat deal. I knew that was coming.
They
tried. So that tells me right there, if you was willing to send Mitchell Robinson.
The money that's matched a little better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's why I think you know, I'm a rich guy and I love my guy, but this is not even about the skill set of Mitch. It's the business side, because they're gonna want to be able to create that money to get them Mikal Bridges, and don't go over that second apron next year. I don't know what the NBA salary going to go up or not. I'm not sure what the CBA going to do for us. The league increase in revenue for us, how much a team can spend. But as of right now, you know, you definitely going to sign Mikal, because that's their core. That's their core. That core five right now is pretty much there. Josh Hart, Mikal, Anunoby, Brunson, and Cat. Them your five guys. That's literally, you know, anything after that is going to be pieces to build around them five guys to me. So we'll see how it goes. But I think that would be the Knicks thinking right now. So we'll see how it goes, man. But I like these young guys coming here. Let's see if Moses Brown get in here tonight, do what they do. I think Cole is going to be a Knick for a while. I can count those 6 guys right there. I think Deuce Browder ended his contract out. Lost Tibbs there. I like Deuce Browder, man. I think people better watch out for that boy this year, man. He's going to be off the charts this year. I seen it coming last year. I'm like, this cat stepped this game up big time. And I'm impressed by that, man. That's what I wish Jericho Sims could have did to the level that he did it. Granted, Gerald Crescent 58 picked though for a reason. You know what I mean? Let's not, not throw
That's
no
a
shade at
fact.
that. But that's the reason why he got picked 58.
That's a fact.
Raw athleticism, could jump off the gym, raw though. You know what I mean? And that's the same way I feel about my man son. Hey, that's why Bronny James got picked 50. He gonna be all right, but but these cats are still raw. You know what I mean? So, but let's see how it goes, man. What do you think gonna happen in the game tonight, Shop House? Give me your thoughts on it.
Like almost something similar to the last game. I think it's going to be a little bit more up tempo though. I think they're going to be looking for each other a little bit more. I think Cat will be more in play mode than Chuck mode. This game. So and I'm just going to run in the hole. I'm not really worried so much about. I do want the starting unit to hurry up and get a click together. But I'm champagne and Deuce. That's what I want to see tonight. I want to see those three guys because all three of those guys had decent games last game, and I want to see if they can continue with this game. That's my main focus because if they do, then our bench will be, a little solidified by then.
Yep. Yeah, man, it's interesting. I mean, time going so fast. Me and Shaw talking about this in the background, but we was only talking about it from paying bills perspective. But time going by so fast, man. Next thing you know, the season to be here. But they be throwing it up for the games that count on the schedule. So, let's see how it goes, man. I got high expectations for this team. I'm not wavering. I think this team got to be Eastern Conference Finals or bust. I'm putting it out there. Eastern Conference Finals or bust. I got them going to literally deep down in me, the homer and fan in me got them going to the finals. But they got to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. You know what I mean? So, and I think they will. Yeah, you're right, Danny. He ain't playing, man. Deuce is solid, bro. He is a solid ball player. He not too flashy. He just play hard defense. 3-point shot, 41% from downtown last year. Mid-range game looking good. He's starting to get to the basket more than first couple of years I thought he was on some Frank Ntilikina stuff, but looked like he graduated. Now he's getting to the rack a little bit more. So that's a good thing. Yep, and all that good stuff, man. So let's hope that he continue to build. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's about elevation, get your maturation on, and keep progressing, man. I think he's one guy that I really believe gonna Tibbs could appreciate him so much that he'll be around for a while. He's almost like one of them Kurt Thomas or Herb Williams type. It's like he's here, man. And I think that's a good thing because I love defensive guys like the way he do, man. Picking pockets, stepping in passing lane, going at the block shots. All that. He does everything, and that's what Tibbs looking for. So it's good to see. But other than that, man, it just should be a fun game tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Real talking. And after that, we get ready for the next one, man. And I'm really, like I said, I'm really excited about the season overall. I think this team is on to something, and we just gotta hope that they keep doing what they're doing. And I'm looking for the big thing. The next game, ladies and gentlemen, will be on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. We played the Sunday. We got Julius Randle and them coming in the building. Julius Randle and DiVincenzo coming back home to MSG preseason. Timberwolves and the Knicks, man. That should be pretty fun as well. I'm really excited about these boys, man. But let's get it, man. Let's go ahead and do this damn thing, man. Get this shit popping this year. Leave no stones unturned. And I'm super amped about these guys and what they're gonna probably. Like I said, we did go with Knicks of the Hornets. We did go with Moses Brown thing. The bench gang, like we talked about. I just think this bench is pretty impressive, man. They got some guys who not old, but they got guys who are experienced. Under 30 type thing. Shamit, Campaign. It's good. Pressure Chua looked like he looking solid. I like the way he dunked on Richards the other day with that pass. But now y'all see how bad. Now y'all see why I wanted Nick Richards too, though. That brother, he backup cat is on. You know what I mean? So they got a lot of good things. But this bench is solid, man. I think they're gonna get better as it goes. And I still think they got some critiquing to do. And once they critique what they got to critique, I think the Knicks gonna be okay. I really do. And so I'm really looking forward to this thing playing out and everything. Infamous was good. Infamous was good, my man. Salute to my man Hicks was popping, my man. Salute to Infamous in there. Y'all already know, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that button, like, and subscribe. Don't hide, divide. Let's get it, man. And we about to get out of here in another 5-10 minutes for everybody to get comfortable, get into your game mode, get your nourishment, your beverages, whatever you got to do to get it popping And, it's preseason, but you know what? We treat it like any other thing, man. We're gonna be hyped up in here, no matter what. You know what I mean? This Knicks basketball, and the Knicks got me giddy this year. So I'm looking for some things, man. So we gonna be in amp mode all year long and all that good stuff. Shot Powers, man. Tibbs ain't got no excuses yet. What you think, man? You think Tibbs don't never had no excuse, but this is probably one of the deepest rosters Tibbs ever had since he been in the Knicks uniform. This has got to be the most complete, deepest roster that Coach Tibbs has. So I'm really looking forward to him being able to use all the tools in this bucket, man, to get these boys to where they got to go this year.
Yeah, that is the truth, man. And I just got some things to say about Cat real quick about about him being soft. This guy down-low game is incredible. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, whenever he had his braids, he had cornrows in his hair the year that I watched. And I watched some highlights from that year. And his down-low game with his up fakes and his passing is going to be incredible. And he's going to have a back-to-the-basket game playing in the East this year. There's not too many centers in the East, in my opinion, that really going to be able to contest with him. Spreading the floor, out on the three-point shot, and down low on the box. So I just really think that, with him, we have 2 other special players on the team, and OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges. And once they can do that conjunction function and bring themselves together and stuff like that, we're going to have a very special team, man. Jalen Brunson went out there a couple of minutes that he was in there. He lit it up, something that we expected from him. Tonight, I'm going to look to see, I heard, looking around on Twitter, a couple of the family of podcasters that's out there, all Knicks fans and stuff like that. They were talking about how Mikal didn't really play well and stuff like that. It's a preseason game. First time he's on the court. He still has to figure it out. We have roughly 3 new players on our team. You know what I mean? Even though OG played with us last year, he only played a selected number of games with us. He did come in after the new year, and he is really kind of a new player. And now he has new guys that he has to get used to. Mikal Bridges and Cat are freshmen here. You know what I mean? This is their first year. So those 3 guys have to plant their feet, put their feet in the mud, or however that saying goes, and really clamp down and get together with each other. You know what I mean? And they also have to play with plays that they didn't play with last year, i.e. Jalen Brunson, i.e. Josh Hart, if he starts. So, it's going to be fun to watch these guys get cohesion again. You know what I mean? One thing, yes, a lot of people talked about it, and I do believe we did lose a tidbit on the cohesion side with having DiVincenzo that was here last year and Julius Randle that played with these guys and stuff like that. But in reality, DiVincenzo only played with Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson a lot last year. You know what I mean? He didn't really play much with Mitchell Robinson last year. He didn't really play much with Julius Randle last year. He didn't really play much with OG Anunoby last year. You know what I mean? So, Julius Randle was out for, majority of the season last year. You know what I mean? He didn't even make it to the All-Star break. You know what I mean? He got hurt in January. Yeah, January. You know what I mean? He was out 22 games, 24 games, 21. I ain't got my bookings downstairs. I think he was out 29 games. And we won out of the 29 games. I think we won 19 or something like that. 20, 21, 20. I got the numbers downstairs, but we won more games when we didn't have Julius Randle on the basketball court when he was out. I'm saying we won a lot of the games when Julius Randle was out than losing them. So, this they just got to figure it out, and they got the perfect team to figure it out with the perfect coach that's going to run this quasi triangle style of basketball that Tom Thibodeau has been trying to perfect and put players there that could do it. He couldn't get it with Grimes. He couldn't get it with Reddish. He couldn't get those, but he couldn't get it from RJ. And I mean, they couldn't pay IQ. I think they could have got it by IQ. And there's another thing. I just gonna say this out loud. Don't hate me, Knicks fans, for saying this, but we wishing the best for Kolek to be this exciting basketball player and all that stuff. But do we really want another IQ coming down the block in 3 to 4 years? Just saying, I'm throwing it out there. We all think Kolek is going to be the man, but he ain't going to beat out Brunson. Is he going to be a backup point guard to Brunson? I don't know. That's why I was ready to trade him now. I was trying to do the eliminate the bull crap, because in 2-3 years, and this guy coming out here and he's getting 6-7 assists, 8 assists off of 9 points, playing 13 minutes. He gonna want to get a bag too. How much we really gonna pay him off the bench? Anyway, I'm not gonna go too far on that because I know we about to get off.
Yeah, you know what? But the good thing about it, if they do keep him, he'd be good trade material. You know what I mean? So,
right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm saying that now because that's one of the reasons in my mind I thought if we're going to trade to keep Deuce and trade him before he blows up. Because if he blows up and he stays here on the Knicks, how many years we're going to have him that he's going to want to be a backup point guard to Brunson?
Mm-hmm. Yep, yeah, you got a point there, man. Definitely, and you know that's why I like the move that they made with some of these guys. But the good thing about it, they signed him for 4 years or something like that. So you know what, when that time comes, send him on out. But right now, you know, he gonna definitely pay dividends once he get the opportunity. I think next year he's the backup point guard. I think this year, because they going for that championship thing, they trying to get there. I think Campaign with that experience, that might be the reason why Campaign is here in front of him, is because of the experience. But that don't mean by the end of the season, Coley don't pop and everything change. You know what I mean? Here's the good thing about it, though. You know, this is the NBA. Somebody always going down. It just twist ankles, whatever.
That's a fact.
So yeah, you know, and when your opportunity knocks, somebody open that door, you better walk through it. I think Kolek is that dude. He just waiting like, you know what? Okay, I'm a rookie. I got to pay my dues. You know, I ain't coming here being a man. I ain't the man. I got game, but I ain't proved nothing yet. You know, he ain't did nothing in the regular season on the big stage. So we see what he can do, but I'm not crowning him like the next. He got to get out there in the regular season when he playing against every day on a regular basis against the big boys. We'll see how he do, but I think I'm intrigued by what he can do, and let's hope that he put it all together. Next thing you know, we get it popping. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the game. We're going to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. The game will be on pretty soon. Y'all go get in game mode and all that good stuff, man. And make sure y'all hit that button for y'all leave the store, man. Like I said, we'll see you cats. They got a game Sunday. So in between them, me and Shaw Powell might do a post game, you know, if not tomorrow, the night after, whatever. We'll do something if we don't get the pop to Sunday, because that's like 4 days. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm really excited about everything, man. I hope y'all are about the season. You know, just keep paying attention, because the team gonna be special. I can see what it can be. I really literally can see what this thing gonna be like. And let me say this. From an offense standpoint, just knowing Cat at the 5, I'm talking about from an offense standpoint now. No throwing shade at nobody. But can you imagine how the Knicks was playing with Mitchell Robinson there? Now you got a guy like Cat there instead, who scores 8, almost like 16 more points than he do, grab the same amount of rebounds, a better facilitator, and he makes your offense better because he could what he could do. That's damn scary to me, because now you don't have to worry about when these guys break down the lane right quick, and Mitchell Robinson might, or him, a Hartstein, because they can't move too far from the basket. You know what I mean? But with Cat can go all the way out there, and Jalen Brunson is going to be eating this year, ladies and gentlemen. It just is. I don't think there's no way, and I think Shaw Powell spoke about this in the past show. How are you going to defend that? How are you going to defend Cat, Brunson, Anunoby, and all these guys when you know if Cat stretched that dude out to the 3-point line, they big center, and next thing you know,
and everybody can pass, man. All those guys that you mentioned, all of them can pass, man. Yeah. And another big thing before we get off the vine, the Knicks are meticulous. I can't get the word out, but you know what I'm saying. They signed Payne knowing that they were going to have a chance at getting Shamuth, and they signed Mikal. All three of these guys played on the same team together. And this is what you're going to see somewhat in that second unit when these guys come out to play basketball. Shamif on the court, Campaign on the court, and Mikhail on the court, Deuce McBride, and maybe Precious. And another thing I want to say real quick, I think we're going to have to run a 10-man rotation. It's going to have to be a 10-man rotation this year, in my opinion. At least in the beginning part of the year, I think it's going to go 10-man rotation hard.
Real talk. But this, man, y'all heard it from my brother, my partner. Listen, y'all enjoy the game. We see y'all later on down the week. And let me say to everybody down in Florida, my daughter lives.
Yeah, be safe. I got some peoples down there. Yeah, I got some peoples down there.
My daughter lives in Tampa. No, trust me, girl. You know I'm praying for you. You know, and all that good stuff. Y'all just be safe, man. And everybody down up and down that corridor in Tampa and Florida. Milton is category 4 or 5. Just got over Helene, whatever. This shit is non-stop, man. So we just praying for everybody down in Florida, man. Especially my loved ones, my grandchildren, and my daughter, man. Y'all be safe down there, and I'll keep y'all in my thoughts, man. But to then, Knicks Real Talk, Divine, the chat, everybody. Go ahead, brother.
Sorry, Divine. One more thing. Salute to Clove Avenue. I mean to Clove Lane out on Staten Island. If you're on, you know who I'm talking about.
Clove Lane, salute from the Bro G, man. We see y'all. Everybody that pay
Clove Road, what I'm talking about.
Nick Live, everybody, nostalgic, everybody, man. Salute to everybody. Peace of God, all wide. Salute, my brother. You already know what it is. Infamous Hicks, East Blue, Danny, everybody's AP. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at. We out of here, man. Knicks Real Talk, Divine, Shy Powers. We'll see y'all in the next episode, man. Peace.
Peace.
We
Knicks fans, yo, we coming hard.
It's time for Knicks Real Talk Live. We going live on a televised on blue skies. We on that Friday night Knicks with our Knicks constituents. Lift the altar trip. That's that Knicks orange and blue. I thought you knew it's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. We stand on business. Knicks Real Talk brand. You know we in this. We in the streets of Manhattan. People in the action. Getting the people reacting. Leading up to Knicks and he's getting it cracked. Cause it's game time. We in the world most famous. We seen the Knicks lock your team up. I be serving just like a subpoena. You know the Knicks fan. We feeling real giddy and litty. New York City gritty committee to beat the city by 50. Well, I'm about to get me a nice site with a smart quarter on ice. For $3 in the quarter to pay the order with my smart device. We and got them getting it popping in the Apple Watch. Met the home, met the partner stopping on the Apple Watch. It's Knicks Real Talk. The team streaming on YouTube.com. We got 2 dudes doing good moves spot on, dropping the bomb. When the cop got a spot to dropping some of the hottest Knicks content that's up in your head. Enough said, you know, upstairs leaving the guard after they got their bag. Looks like a cab to fly back to the triad, no jet lag.
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We